What's up, everybody? Hey, I want y'all to do me a huge favor. Look at my TikTok videos and I want you to tell me, how many days off do you think I should get? How many days should I get suspended for having a TikTok account? Go ahead and leave it in the comments below. This investigation has been going on for almost a year. I've missed out on several promotions and job opportunities within the department. So, on top of that, how many days should I be suspended? What would you do if you were the new chief?
I legitimately think that social media is fucking with the heads of these cops out here. And what's happening is you have people on the street who their reality is so messed up. They don't know if social media is real life or your life is real life. So what happens when cops who are so focused on social media show up to your doorstep to deal with your stuff, right? Can they be trusted? There's only two ways of taking this. Is this guy a real copper or is he not? This is Mark Turbo online, whatever the sake is. I want to pose this. Let's pretend that's satire. And he just posted online, he's got an internal investigation about social media posts, and he's posting about it, which I can guarantee you is a department policy violation. Number one, is he this mentally unstable? Or number two, maybe it's just a gag, right? To bolster social media views. But if that was the case, he wouldn't be so easily attached to his agency, right? This is some concerning shit. One of the biggest problems we're having is the delayed response that studies are showing that the brain goes from operating in reality from social media to then back into reality, right? The snap back to, oh shit, this is really life and what I was doing online wasn't real. That's a legitimate issue. But the bigger problem is you take men and women who come from a narcissistic field. Cops, when I was a cop, I'm gonna tell you, I was insanely narcissistic. But so you take that reality and you then amplify that by giving us our own little bubble, right? Social media creates a massive echo chamber for narcissism. And you're seeing it come through on some of these social media for personas, for law enforcement. So my question is, when all you do is online and that's your big space, can we trust you mentally to put the needs of the people that you serve as a priority when you're doing your job? And as we're seeing in that video, you're making a mockery out of your internal investigation when anybody who's on an IA would be shitting their pants and changing their behavior immediately. And let's talk about this. You're not supposed to identify who you are or where you're at. Dallas Police on your social media. Mark Turpin. It was an easy Google search. And all you have to do is reverse shadow or reverse mirror your social media and we can see something else we have to talk about. A clarification of the badge you wore shows poorly made police memes. So you're in your police car or representing yourself as a police officer and you're wearing a fake badge, number one, and we have to tie that into something. All right, so if we're gonna do that, we're gonna look at, are you the owner? Mark Turpin, Dallas police officer, are you the owner of poorly made police memes who I had to fucking restrict because you are unbelievably unprofessional, which most coward cops do. They comment shitty to other people who are in the comment section as long as they have anonymity. So Mark Turpin, Dallas police officer, poorly made police memes. I'm going to assume this is you. Is this you who operates this page? And if that's the case, I think your chief should discipline or fire you because you're double dipping. Yeah, number one, if I were the Dallas police chief and this investigation was going on, I'd fire this officer, not for being a pussy coward who can only comment on other cops or former cops' stuff as long as he's hiding behind the poorly police-made memes page, but for the fact that he's double dipping. He's using his uniform and his badge and his position as a police officer to make money on the job, while we clearly see him driving a Dallas police squad car representing the Dallas agency, advocating to make money. I don't think that is too far from conduct unbecoming or maybe a policy violation, but I will leave that for the chief to look at. I mean, ultimately, I think it boils down to a mental health issue. Number one, let's just look at it. You have one of two things. Either this man is not a police officer and he's poorly made police memes and it's satire, in which case you have legitimate impersonating a police officer, which is the danger that a lot of you are on social media that are doing, is kind of inspiring other people to do. So let's just assume that for a second. But let's assume that maybe Mark Turpin, this is legitimately Mark Turpin, name is on there, Dallas Police Department identified in the social media. Let's say that he is legitimately a police officer and he's on social media, complaining on social media about a legitimate internal investigation on his department, facing discipline about the exact same potential policy violation, and he's violating policy again, it shows that he's not mentally able to learn from mistakes, follow orders, serve the citizens. I wouldn't trust this man with a badge, a gun, the authority to take away someone's freedom, do a proper investigation into a crime. If this is legitimate, then Mark Turpin of the Dallas Police is not fit for duty. He is demonstrating he is mentally unhealthy, and he is in a sphere of narcissism that solely focuses around his interests and not the public. And if that's not the case, well, I hope for the best. Good luck to you, Mark. I hope your investigation turns out well. And if this was all a satire bullshit to begin with, well played. You got us all.